Hello and welcome. This is Borno Restoration, where we bring you updates of development across Borno State. From security to health, human capacity building, youth empowerment, infrastructural development, and women empowerment, all sectors have experienced the touch of the Zulum administration. Before we bring you updates on these sectors, let's bring you the latest on Borno today. Healthcare facilities are the worst hit by the 2024 Maiduguri floods. As government work towards reconstructing damaged hospitals across the state, the World Health Organization (WHO) is here to contribute its quota. The items, according to WHO, is to improve access to quality healthcare, particularly for vulnerable women and children in Borno State.
We believe that these essential commodities, the infection prevention control guidelines, of course the nutrition supplies and the IEC materials will serve to help in promoting and sensitizing education for the treatment and prevention of malnutrition and common childhood illnesses. Providing these resources aim to reduce child mortality rates, combat malnutrition, and ensure that children can grow and thrive in an healthy environment in accordance with our WHO country cooperation strategy.
The state government on its part appreciates the gesture. The State Commissioner for Health and Human Services, Baba Malam Gana, lauded efforts of the WHO for supporting the state government's drive towards improving the healthcare sector.
This is coming at a time which is apt, as you are well aware, in view of the changes in leadership in the United States of America. Some of the fundings of vendors who assist in malnutrition has dried up, and therefore WHO in their wisdom has found this important gap and has come in to assist.
Items donated by WHO include disinfectants, referral slips, mattresses, detergents, and medical furniture, among others. The body pledged to continue working closely with the state government to improve the quality of healthcare delivery. Nigeria's National Population Commission has estimated no fewer than 19 million Nigerians are living with disabilities. Out of this figure, the Northeast has the highest number of disabled individuals, with the insurgency as a multiplying factor. Research reveals that people living with disabilities are more likely to experience extreme poverty in Nigeria due to lack of inclusion. Today, Frat Foundation is here with some livelihood support to students of the Maiduguri Special School.
This is an intervention from Frat Foundation with funding from the Nigerian Humanitarian Fund, and we are running a disability inclusion or inclusive project, and part of the initiative of this project involves supporting OPDs, as organizations of persons with disability, to support them with funding on small-scale disability inclusion projects. And today we are here with the Association of the Deaf, Borno State Association with the Deaf. They came up with an initiative to support this special school here in Maiduguri. So we help them to finance this activity.
The special children learn some vocational skills and also benefit from free learning materials.
So I really want to appreciate Frat for coming in for this with this intervention of writing materials and some little livelihood, knowing that our kind of students here are mostly from the vulnerable family, which they need support from every angle. And that is why the government is providing everything: their uniforms, their writing material, their feeding, their accommodation facility, everything is free. So coming of this intervention is really an aid to what we are doing. So we appreciate Frat Foundation.
Because some of these children are from very poor background. Some cannot even buy books to write. So this support is very, very important and helpful to them.
Frat Foundation pledges to increase its intervention plan to people living with disabilities in the state. This project tends to address some key challenges faced by people living with disabilities, especially students, and to improve their living conditions. The 13-year Boko Haram conflict has severely damaged Borno State healthcare system, resulting in the destruction of about 788 medical facilities. The State Ministry of Health reveals that 40% of its healthcare facilities have been ravaged and only 1/3 of the remaining facilities are functional. But as peace returns, the Zulum-led administration is making moves to revamp the sector with the allocation of 89.97 billion naira, representing 15.39% of the total budget of 2025. Today, the governor is in Biu Town to inaugurate another healthcare centers. The healthcare centers are well equipped with modern facilities and will provide affordable services to people of Biu and beyond.
The commissioning of these state-of-the-art hospitals is a significant milestone in our concerted efforts to revitalize the health sector in Borno State. It represents our commitment to providing accessible, affordable, and quality healthcare services to our citizens. I have no doubt that these hospitals are designed and equipped with modern facilities and staffed by highly trained medical professionals to meet the healthcare requirements of this densely populated zone.
These facilities are specialist health facilities that can handle advanced ophthalmological and dental cases with capacity to cater for patients well beyond Biu. Sight is life, Your Excellency. We appreciate you for bringing to the doorsteps here in Biu to cure the commonest cause of blindness, which is cataract.
The hospitals have 56 beds in total, 2 theaters, consultation rooms, an administration block, male and female ward, and pharmacies. Shortly after the inauguration, Governor Babagana Zulum also disbursed 1 billion naira to 5,603 small and medium-scale entrepreneurs, 3,800 youth and other vulnerable groups in Biu and Howell. The governor also directed the Borno State Social Investment Management Program to identify and screen additional 2,000 vulnerable youths within local communities for another disbursement. Borno State, the epicenter of the 13-year Boko Haram insurgency, is now enjoying relative peace. This is as a result of efforts put in place by Professor Babagana Zulum by supporting the security operatives with operational vehicles and other logistics. Today on the program, we will talk to residents of Maiduguri, the Borno State capital, to appraise the security situation under the Zulum-led administration. This is the security situation in Borno 13 years ago. Boko Haram terrorists held sway of most parts of the state. Government facilities burned to ashes, villages sacked and ripped of all resources. But the Nigerian military and other security operatives stood their ground to deal decisively with the insurgents. This is Maiduguri today. People going about their normal businesses, and the state is enjoying relative peace. As peace returns, the Zulum-led administration has prioritized security, where several measures have been put in place to support security operations.
Security situations in Borno State about 10 years back, at least we have faced a lot of challenges, when the Boko Haram insurgency has started wreaking havoc on various communities across Borno State. There was never a day that you should wake up that you did not hear at least 2 to 3, up to 5 times bomb blasts, sporadic shootings, killings here and there, burning government places such as schools, houses, communities, so on and so forth. But we thank God when the present administrations of Governor Babagana Omar Zulum was come into system, the governor has worked tirelessly to ensure that security situation is drastically improved in the state. The first step the governor took, particularly towards restoring security situation in the capital city of Maiduguri, is by engaging the civilian JTFs and members of vigilante groups across various wards, nooks and crannies, and supported them with patrol vehicles and so with some walkie-talkie facilities and also some of their gadgets that will assist them in carrying out their operations. But thank God, with this initiative, in partnering with members of the CJTF, the military and other paramilitary organizations and all the security outfits in Maiduguri, they have put their head together to ensure that people went to their bed with their 2 eyes closed. But alhamdulillah, you can now see the IDPs have since started returning to their communities, and with one candid effort that governor put in place was the introduction of these agro rangers, which saw the return of farmers to their farms. But before, nobody was able to even access their farms. Hunger, starvation, poverty scattered all over.
Before you travel to Burma in 2013, you must to follow a convoy of security with high armory. But today, people are traveling free from here to Burma, Goza, from here to Gamborungala, Damasak, Baga, and other things. So at least before now you go to Yamaturu, you must to spend about 5 hours before you reach Damaturu. But now within a blink of an eye you can go. That shows that there is a great improvement in the security situation. But even within the Maiduguri township, before you can see a lot of roadblocks. You can see military base in different wards of the state. But today you find nothing. So at least that will even show you when you go to Hondio market, nobody will check you. You even in the night you pray, you move freely. But before, when they say 6 o'clock there is curfew, you cannot move. At times 2 o'clock in the afternoon they say there is curfew because of the insecurity. But today, at least we thank God, alhamdulillah, everybody is moving freely and the security has greatly improved.
Governor Zulum has wonderfully done well, considering his tireless efforts to see that the security situation in Borno has improved, starting with his sleepless nights, going to this local government, proceeding to that local government. So also taking risks to be on road. He's trying his utmost best to see that we regain peace in our state.
Well, 13 years ago, at the inception of the Boko Haram insurgency, Maiduguri was completely lawless. The insurgents were domiciled within Maiduguri, carrying out heinous violent acts, killing people all over the place. At the same time, they were expanding their presence in the local government areas. But with the rise of the civilian JTF and with troop surge by the Nigerian Armed Forces, the government was able to push out the Boko Haram into the bush. That's how they went to Sambisa Forest. And ever since they have been there, carrying out activities from a distance. So compared to today, 13 years ago, Maiduguri was, and Borno State too, was in a total state of chaos. So much so that government had to declare a state of emergency under former President Goodluck Jonathan. I'm happy to report that today we are doing better. All the displaced communities, 60–70% have been returned back to their ancestral homes and counting. So Borno is doing very well under Governor Zulum. We work as a team, and the vision security vision of Borno State vests with His Excellency the Executive Governor. He has a team. We have 18 ministries. Each ministry has a mandate that has connection with security. Security is every man's business. It's every ministry's business. In fact, even civil society and the communities are involved. But the ministry is providing direction under the leadership of His Excellency. So I'm happy to report that each of our 18 ministries are carrying out intensive capital projects, rebuilding schools, rebuilding markets, rebuilding, roads, waterworks, and so on. Each ministry is busy doing construction, as I expected. Most of our ministries are actually capital ministries in the sense that we carry out capital projects. Even where in peacetime ministry should be doing peace service-based activities, each ministry is building something. So even the Ministry of Information and Internal Security is busy, rehabilitating barracks and so on and so forth. The Ministry of Works is also busy rebuilding roads, rebuilding, critical infrastructure, and so on and so forth. So I'm happy to report that the Ministry of Information and Internal Security reports His Excellency, and the ministry works very closely with sister ministries under the distinguished leadership of His Excellency Governor Zulum in order to recover Borno. We have a Borno recovery plan, and we also have Borno 25-year development plan. Now, the 25-year development plan has responsibilities. It has several pillars. Under each pillar, there are responsibilities for specific ministries, departments, and agencies. So that is how it works. There is no any ministry that has exclusive preserve over matters of security. The nexus between development, peace, and security has already been established in theory and in practice. If you look at Nordic countries, that nexus is very clearly manifested in the process of governance. So in Borno State too, and indeed Nigeria, we need to get security right. We need to get it right. People should sleep with both eyes closed. People should be free to move about. Farmers should be free to go to farm and do their farm and come back. Without security, schools cannot function. Without security, markets cannot function. There will be what Barry Buzan called total state of fear. With fear, nothing will happen, and that is exactly the objective of the enemy, the insurgents. So we need to recapture security, and that is exactly what the Borno State government and the federal government are doing. Governor Zulum has been in this business for a long time. He was a commissioner for RRR, and he has traveled throughout the state, rebuilding critical infrastructure under former governor, His Excellency Kashim Shettima. So he realized the core role of security in governance. Even in peacetime, security is very important. Borno is the front line of the counter-insurgency operation. Without restoring security, then governance will not happen. So he realized that it is important to support our security agencies. Of course, we are a subnational entity. Borno State is a state, just like any of the 36 states. We realized that it is important to support our security agencies as a subnational entity. Security is exclusive in the exclusive list, but security is everybody's business. That is the reason why, if you see consistently, His Excellency Governor Zulum has provided logistic support to our military forces. Now the support, let me state this, the support is not only vehicles, even though on the day of the launching it was vehicles. We also provide sundry supports. We provide cameras with night vision capability. We provide long-range cameras that can, look at 30 kilometers, 40 kilometers, 50 kilometers. We also provide, fuel for vehicles, lubrication, and so many more. If we don't provide this backbone, the road to recovery will be long. So we are shortening the road to Borno recovery by by arming our security agencies, police and other paramilitaries to the teeth, so that they will confront the enemy. Nigeria is too strong. Nigeria is too resourced for some ragtags, from some few elements to come and disturb our public peace. That is the reason why, without even mincing word, without blinking an eye, Governor Zulum is invested heavily by providing logistic support to the security agencies. Maiduguri is very peaceful. People are going about their normal business. In the past, the curfew starts at 6 o'clock, but now the curfew starts at 11. In Ramadan, we even relaxed it. The Borno Security Council decided to relax movement during Ramadan. But by relaxing movement, we are now tasking the security agencies to do work. 360, Maiduguri is surrounded by security agencies, night and daytime. But the second scenario is in the rural areas. In the rural areas, the security is not as compact as in Maiduguri, Bama, and Biu. This is because we are in the business of returning people back to their, ancestral homes. So some villages and towns in our rural areas, a lot of them are safe now, just like Maiduguri, but we still have a number of villages and towns that are yet to be resettled. So that is, these are the places where, it is not safe for people to move. We are still having a situation where our troops are, having combat with the enemy. And very soon, before the end of the tenure of His Excellency, inshallah, it is our expectation that all villages and towns in Borno will be resettled. My message to the people goes like this. Have faith in His Excellency, Professor Babagana Umar Zulum. He was brought by God. The circumstance under which he became governor was very, very clear, but it was, we could clearly see that it was the will of God that he was going to be the governor. And since he became governor, he has done his best in order to bring succor back to the people. It is not yet over. Governance is work in progress. Borno is work in progress. We are in recovery mode. We have some way to go. People should follow due process in expressing their anger, but people should pray for His Excellency and our political leaders. Do not castigate your leaders, irrationally. There are established process for airing your views, consistent with the provisions of the Constitution. But by and large, people should have faith in this government. It's doing well. It has done well and is doing well, and it is our hope that in near future, people's expectations will be met fully.
And that's our package on this episode of Borno Restoration. Many thanks for watching. I'm Jesse Tofida. See you next time. Bye-bye.